I'm here with Joe Karsten of the Straw Bale Garden book. He's got the book right here. This book came out in, 2015?
This is the second edition from 15, yes.
And there's a lot more information in this one than the prior one if people purchase the first one.
Yeah, there's about 5 more chapters. There's some things that, you can't fit everything in a book. So there's a few things from the first book that we left out. And then we added 5 new chapters that people had specifically asked a lot of questions about. So.
Now, when straw bale gardening, there's a particular technique in which you have to condition the bale. We've gotten emails and questions that they've seen articles about, straw can only be wheat, or can only be soybean stubble or straw, soybean stubble or corn stalks. And really, it was from a prepper website, and there was a lot of misleading information in that website.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens. There's a lot of, online today.
Clickbait.
Clickbait, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. People say something in order to get interest, and then you click and go to their website. They get paid every time somebody comes to their website, and unfortunately that happens.
And then people follow that recommendation from that false website, and it doesn't work. They discourage, and they tell all their friends straw bale gardening doesn't work.
Yeah. It's a battle that I've faced since I started doing it. People take my information. They know they can't reproduce exactly what I've put out because that's copyright fraud. So they change it around and they kind of, make it sound good for their area. And, if you don't do the preparation of the bales properly, you're not going to be successful.
And I want to make sure people understand you didn't get this from somebody else. You went through 24 years of trial and error on your family farm with your father in order to get the chemistry figured out on how this works.
Right. Well, yeah, it didn't take all 24 years, but we've, after about 10 years, we really had a good system figured out. And now for the last 14 years that this really has become something. For the first 10 years, it really wasn't anything. Nobody cared except me and a few of my friends, and that was about it. But now, through the years, and I've learned a lot. I mean, that's the thing is
and people's taught you things that you didn't know.
Yeah, absolutely. People try new things and different things that I never thought about, and then they come and tell me about it. So I become kind of a conduit of information as well.
And with your family, you can use straw, you can use oat straw. What type of straw is best, or you found that's most common?
It really doesn't matter. Oat straw does break down a little more quickly than wheat straw does. Wheat has a little bit higher carbon-nitrogen ratio, so it takes a little longer. But wheat straw tends to have less seeds in it. So if you're worried about any sprouts coming out of your bales, wheat straw tends to work better than oat straw. But it really doesn't matter. And as a matter of fact, if you can't find oat straw or wheat straw or barley straw, you could use a hay bale. A lot of people that I have down in Florida that do this, or Georgia, they can't find straw anywhere. So they'll use baled grass, essentially, or hay bales. And that works. It has a little more nitrogen in it. Doesn't hold water quite as well as straw does, but it will work.
And we sat in on Joel's presentation yesterday, and you've been all over the world in places that are just happy to have something to eat, and they found this method in which they can produce virtually year-round and actually have tangible food to eat.
Right. A lot of times we take for granted in this country, we just drive down to the supermarket. But there's a lot of places in the world where if you want something to eat, you better figure out a way to produce it yourself. And for a good example is places like Haiti and Dominican Republic. They have 2 feet of clay at the top of theirs, and nothing grows in that except sugarcane. And the problem is if you want to have a successful vegetable garden, you need good drainage. So these people are poor. They can't afford to build raised beds and bring in soil and modify the soil, and it's expensive. So now they take sugarcane stalk that's been squeezed, so the juice is out of it. They bale up the sugarcane stalk, and they use the sugarcane stalk like we would use a straw bale. So they condition it, they prepare it, and it turns into soil just like our straw bale does in the interior of that bale. But their bales are all big square homemade blocks, really, that are squeezed really tight. They condition it, and 2 weeks later, they're ready to plant vegetables in it. Now you got a raised bed for almost no cost that they can grow things in. So.
Now, based on the density of the bale, you can get 2 years, but after that, you turn into really good compost.
Yeah, right. After 2 years, there'll be nothing left for sure. Sometimes even after 1 year, the bale has really collapsed and decavitated on itself, and it kind of disappears. But if you buy great big heavy bales that are really highly compressed, there's just more density, and they'll tend to last a little bit longer.
Now, question a lot of people are asking why I'm interested in this. 1, where can I get the book? And 2, where can I get straw bales at?
Well, you can always get the book on our website, strawbalegardens.com. It's easy to find. Otherwise, look around, a lot of bookstores, garden centers.
We have it available on our website, the WisconsinVegetableGardener.com.
Yeah, you guys can get it there. And what was your other question?
Where's straw bales most readily available?
Straw bales. Your garden centers, I always like to support my local garden centers. If you know a farmer, ask him. Even if he doesn't have oats or wheat, he'll know another farmer who does. It's kind of like, every teacher knows all the other teachers and every farmer knows the other farmers. And we also have a link on our website to a place called strawbalemarket.com, which is a free website where farmers can post ads to sell bales or people can post ads to buy bales. It's kind of a place where people can connect, and it's totally free. So if you want to visit that, you can do that.
Now
Craigslist, another good place to buy straw bales.
Now you have a new website in addition to the one you currently have. It's the club website?
Yeah, strawbalegardenclub.com. It's sort of an online community for people who are into straw bale gardening and want to share pictures and get ideas and friendship with other people that also are straw bale gardeners. And a lot of our members on our Straw Bale Garden Club are not big Facebook people. There's a lot of community on Facebook as well. But the clubs gives you access. We have about 100 high-resolution HD videos that we produce, professionally produced videos that give you all the instructions of how to do a straw bale garden. And that's really what you get when you join that website. So there's a cost to join.
But you get a premium service.
Yeah, we haven't come close to breaking even. Yeah, Joey, it's one of those deals. So yeah, it is a premium service, and it's access to these videos, which you won't find anywhere else online. So.
Well, thank you very much, Joel.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And again, the website is for the purchase of the book?
strawbalegardens.com, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.